This morning I woke up hearing this song, Teach Me by Samuel Metis, and it's off the scripture of Isaiah 26 verse 3, teach me to keep my eyes on you. And usually whenever today, my mind was trying to revert to its old ways, and I'm trying to have a renewing of my mind. And the only way I can do that is by keeping my mind stayed on him. But sometimes I'll hear, that teach me to keep my eyes on you is the main lyrics of the song. He talks about, I will walk on waters, I will speak to mountains, I will calm the storm, and so much more. It goes on in the song. And my mind today wanted to be like, oh, God's telling me to teach me to keep my eyes on him. That means the thing that I have been asking for is not going to happen. Why do you automatically revert to it not happening? Why? Where's your optimism? Where's your faith? Is that the right word? Or you're optimistic? I don't know. What's pessimistic versus optimistic? I don't even know. I should not use words that I don't fully know the meaning of. Where's your faith? Where's your hope? There we go. I know that word. Where's your hope? Where's your expectation, and not in failure? Not that God is going to fail you. Even if you expect, it may not happen before this month ends out. Let's even get that out of your head. He's the God. He like to do stuff last minute, as we have seen time and time again in the Bible. I couldn't imagine being the children of Israel walking across the ocean, and then here come them people that I was just enslaved by with their horses and stuff, and they about to jump in the ocean with and I'm like, oh my goodness, we gotta hurry, we gotta cross. We got to run. They still coming. And then God is like, at the last minute, whoosh, and they all drown. And so he is so dramatic. I love him. They be trying to tell me I'm dramatic, and I do see it a little bit now. But God is dramatic. That's where I get it from, my father. Right. Sorry. But he's like the God of the last minute. Why not? Why do I and Jolie have a tendency to expect failure and not expect a miracle, or not expect above and beyond, like he said in Ephesians 3:20? Why do I expect failure? And it's because I have trained my mind. Life circumstances, trauma, all this other stuff has trained my mind to think, oh, if it didn't happen this time, or if it didn't happen on this timeline, or if it didn't happen like this, God failed me. No. God didn't fail you. He just didn't do it on your timing. God didn't fail you. He just didn't do it when you wanted it. God is never late. He's always on time. And if this is not the time, that means there's going to be a time that is perfect, that he sets. And that timing, when he brings it, is perfect. He's like, this is perfect timing. I'll do it now. But I believe that your belief is predicated even upon that, because it's like, if you stop believing me for it, if you stop believing him for it, it's like, oh, well, I can't even do it because you don't have no belief. Like, you have to believe that he is. That's what the Bible talks about. Who do you believe that he is? Like, you have to believe that he can do this thing. And if you're not believing it, he can't do it. And so it's not that he failed you, because the thing is, if you sit there and let that thought of expectation of failure hit your mind, that means when it comes up again, that means that you won't even expect for him to do it again. You just only remain at this low level. You won't ever come up higher in your expectation and your believing, because you'll always think that he's going to fail you. Allow the Lord to renew your mind today. And that's what I'm allowing him to do, by letting me know and understand that I'm going to have to tell my mind, God is not going to fail me. If it doesn't happen when I'm asking for, or if it doesn't happen how I've been believing, prophesying, praying, interceding, all these things, it's still gonna happen. It's just not happening on the timeline that I said, or the timeline that I thought that he, was on too. It's just not gonna happen then, but it's going to happen. And then let's even do it bigger. Let's do it bigger than that. It's going to happen, and it's going to be, as Ephesians 3:20 says, exceedingly and abundantly above what you ask, think, or imagine. And so even if it doesn't happen right when you thought it was going to happen, even like whatever, it's going to happen. Hold off. Don't expect failure. God's going to do it in his timing, and then believe him for bigger. If it don't happen in that time frame, believe him for bigger when the time does happen. Like, let's do that. Let's change the way we're doing it. Let's not expect failure and expect for it to never happen. No, let's believe bigger. It's going to happen, and when he does it, it's actually going to blow my mind. And then every day wake up still believing that he's going to do it. That's it. That's my rant for the day.